Hi, this is Dr. Linda Davis, and today I thought we'd go through the highlights of Chapter 2 in your textbook, Head First HTML with CSS and XHTML. Alright, Chapter 2 is all about hypertext. So I just wanted to hit the high points of it. Obviously, I want you to work through every page of Chapter 2 and keep that saved in your Drive I network folder. And they want us to update our Head First Lounge page, the new and improved one. So let's go in and look at that. I'm going to just first look and see what I already have going on. And let me go up to my folder. And you would go to your Drive I folder. And let's see, it's 340 online. Here's the original Lounge folder we did in Chapter 1. And we have the lounge.html file and the drinks.gif or GIF file that we had in there as well. And they want us to add hyperlinks, basically using the href function or element, the A element. So we've already got it lounge.html and we want to beef it up a bit. So if I just want to open it up and look at this file, that's what we've got so far. But obviously, if you look at page 44, we want to add the directions part of this, and we also shows some hyperlinks in there. And now we do not have the elixirs page created just yet, or the detailed directions page, but I'll show you how to get that underway. Now we can just go back to the folder view of this, and let me just zip back to that. And when you see it in your Windows Explorer view, you can right click on this also and open with, you can go back to the notepad version of it, so you can edit and add to. So here we go in the notepad version, and let me just go down and add the directions part here. Doesn't look like it was quite finished out anyway, and we'll go through, and that should be like a H2 for directions. And then have your ending H2 tag there, and we'll go in with a paragraph tag to start and type that text. Oops. And that's the end of that paragraph tag, and we can say you know, end of body and end of HTML. Now the link is not built yet. Obviously, detailed directions will just be text. It won't be a hyperlink just yet, but I want to go ahead and save this addition to it. And what we're going to do, just to do it the first part easy, we're going to go to and build a directions page, a more detailed directions page that you see on the bottom of page 44. So let me just minimize this. We got it saved, and let me open up just basically a new notepad. In fact, I should probably just kept that one up. Go to my notepad. There we go, and just ask for a new one. And for this one, we want it to be directions. And it's a very simple page, obviously, and you don't even have to type the whole thing. I just want you to type enough of this page that you can have something to link to. So this one, we'll start our HTML, and we want to do our usual head, and then title, and it will be directions, end of title, end of head, and go down if you feel like it, and we'll type in body tag, and then we'll have H1 tag that says directions. Obviously that needs some size to it. End of H1 tag, and start our look at what it says at bottom page 44 for the directions. Like I said, just type a couple of lines so you can see how it works. And we'll just start off with a P tag. It's really small. And the rest is just, you can type it if you want to. At this point, I just want to finish this out for now. So end of P tag, and end of body, end of head. No, not end of head. End of HTML. Okay. And whoops, wrong one. There we go. And save this. And obviously this one would be called directions.html. Make sure you're saving it in the Lounge folder. I'm going to make sure I've got more than one Lounge folder. Let me make sure I'm absolutely in the right one. My online 340. Okay. And because it's a text file is why you don't see the other HTML file in there. And so we've got that one done. Alright, now let me refresh this one since we added directions. Always remember, after you change it in Notepad, be sure and always refresh it in the browser view so the new stuff shows up. Now, I've got detailed directions still sitting there. It's not a hyperlink yet. So obviously I need to go back and open that up as such. So I can go back to my folder. Although I think I do have it as just maybe open up Notepad. Yeah, it might not open like that. Okay, let me just go to my folder. Yeah, and under the Lounge one, again, right click on lounge.html, open with Notepad, and we're going to modify detailed directions so it will link to the directions page that you see. And if you want to peek over at page 47, about a little below midway, that's in gray, that will show you how to do this first link. So I kind of find myself on the notepad part. You'll find us right in the center of downtown Webbville. If you need help finding us, check out our detailed directions. Now our OUR ends right there, and that's where I want to start this href. So I'll put my A element in to start it, space, and then you're going to type your href equals double quote, and you put the actual HTML file name. So we called it directions. Now in today's class, you know, they were putting direction.html and then they wondered why it wouldn't link properly. Well, they had the wrong file name, so you got to make sure you spell it exactly the way you spelled it when you named the HTML file. So it's minus directions, so I'm going to call it, so this is link is to directions.html, otherwise it won't find it. Double quote and angle bracket. And then next part of this is leave that text there that says detailed directions, because that's actually what shows up on the web page. And then finish it out at the end of the S in directions. And we'll finish out our angle bracket and close up this A tag like that. Okay. Now, obviously you got to stop and save. And you can go back to that page, refresh. Now, what changed? Well, what changed is now the word detailed directions is lit up. It's a hyperlink. It's got a line underneath it. It shows up as a hand when you drive over it. That means the hyperlink is noticed. So click on it, and that should take you to that little directions page that, you know, we built a few minutes ago. Okay. So that's the introduction to your first hyperlink. There's more than one in this lounge.html page, however. So the next one's called the Elixir page, and it's a bit longer, and I think I'm going to break it up into a second video. So let me close this one out, and now that I've showed you a good basic one, try to do the Elixir page and then link it to the lounge.html page. Okay? Good luck with that. Thank you.